So, this half an hour video, all you need is a mat and a band. And it's a little bit of everything, so I hope you enjoy. Glasses off. And we're going to start by sitting on the mat with the band around the feet, flexing the feet, back nice and straight, crossing the band over. Okay, I want you to have quite wide arms here, so you're really connected with the band, so you feel your shoulders curling back. You're going to sit up nice and straight, flexing the feet, and you're going to roll halfway down, tucking the chin into the chest, still have that roundness in the arms, and then slowly come all the way back up. So you've got constant connection here with the arms. Chin into chest, rounding the back halfway. This is harder than it looks. And slowly come back up. I'm not slacking here, constantly holding. One more. Exhale, rounding the spine. And then slowly come all the way back up. We're going to wrap the band round one more time. Bring the elbows in, keep flexing those feet, and then round through the spine and try and keep the elbows into your side. Knees stay slightly bent, and then roll all the way back up. Try not to pull yourself with your arms. The elbows are just tucked into the side. And again, chin into chest, rounding the spine. If the band is too hard, just lengthen it so you hold right to the end. You keep those knees slightly bent, really important. And exhale, chin into chest, roll all the way up. Band isn't helping you. One more time, rolling through the spine, flexing the feet. Releasing down. Now you're going to straighten your legs and just come up and look at your toes. This is quite hard. It's going to bring the band up towards you. Release it back. Bring the band up towards you. Release it back. We've got two more. Exhale, pull. It's quite hard. Last one. Exhale, pull. And then the band's going to take you all the way up. You're going to lengthen your arms and then just release all the way over. Take the band off, bring the band up, double the band up, sit up nice and tall, bend the knees slightly, and then roll all the way back down. So this should feel nice and easy compared with what you've just done. So what you're going to do is lengthen that band away from you. And again, we're just going to come halfway up. So flex the feet, pull the band out slightly, look at your toes as though you're going to do a roll up, but you decide not to, and you come back. So we're doing a little bit of mobilization here for your thoracic spine, opening out the vertebra there, and slowly back down. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Last time, inhale. Exhale, we're going to hold it here. Can you just pull on that doubled band a little bit? And then release. One more, pull on the double band. And release, and then can you roll up all the way, chin into chest, keep going just like we did, but you haven't got the band to help you. Reaching over into that beautiful C curve, and then slowly coming all the way back up. Whilst we're here, just bend the knees slightly and just give yourself a little bit of a twist to the right or the left. I'm going towards the screen, and then a little twist to the other side. Nothing else moving. Keeping those shoulders down. Exhale and twist. I'm looking at my back hand. And then one more. to the beginning. We're not going to do it all again, don't worry. We're going to have the long band again. And instead of both legs, we're going to have just one foot in the band. You're going to cross it over, wrap the band quite tightly around your hands, bend both knees, keep the left knee bent and the right knee bent, but eventually this leg will go up to the ceiling and stretch out your hamstring. So the elbows are going to stay on the mat. You're going to bend this left knee slightly. Can you keep your hands where they are and then just push against the band? And then you're going to bring the leg back up. So this is what I see sometimes, which is what I don't want. This, you can see my hand and my arm is going with the leg. We don't want that. We want to keep that sturdy position there. Your bicep working. You're pushing against a resistance. Otherwise there's no resistance as you take the leg away if your arms go as well. Last one. Exhale. Push away. Hold it there. And then slowly come back up. Now, hold your leg there. Make sure your bottom is on the mat. I don't want to see this. You can see the difference. I'm lifting my leg up as high as I can and my bottom is off the mat. It's really firmly down and my tailbone is quite heavy. I'm still in my flexion, so I'm still flexing that foot and stretching my hamstring, and I'm going to float this left knee into tabletop here. I'm going to tap down but not touch the floor. Bring it back in. I'm going to tap down, not touch the floor. Bring it back in. And again, exhale. Hover. Slowly back. One more time. Exhale, hover. Can you now extend that leg away without touching it onto the floor? And then open up those arms and come up into this split stance position and pull those arms down. I'm now pointing both feet. Open it out. And then slowly come back. Bend that knee. Bring the elbows in and then come back up to a sitting position. Going to change the leg to the other leg. So put the dynaband on the other foot, cross it over, bend the other knee, wrap the band back nice and straight, bend this knee as we roll down. Now this is going to be a bit tight, so just hang on in there. Flex that foot, elbows nicely tucked in, keeping this right knee slightly bent. And we push away. Do not let those arms move. And slowly come back. Again, we do 3 of these. Exhale away. It's hard trying to keep that dynaband still. And one more. Exhale away. Holding it there. And slowly come back. Keeping that stretch. And then float that right knee into tabletop position. And we're going to tap, but we're not going to tap. We're going to hover and come all the way back up. Again, hover. And all the way back up. Got a bit of cramp in my foot, so just relax the foot. Don't have to point it. And slowly back. Got one more. Exhale. Hover. Extend. Open up those arms. Point both feet. Pull those arms down to the side, holding it there for 4, 3, 2, 1, lengthening it away, and then coming all the way back in. We bend that right knee, bend the other knee, whatever knee is on the floor, leg is on the floor. Wrap the band around that hand. Right hand is going to my right hip, okay, here, because this is my stabilising side. So you've got the other side, put on the other side. And we're going to lengthen out that other leg now. And then just give ourselves a really nice mobilisation in the hips. So 2 or 3 times, 4 times. I've just done 4 times going around one way, and then 4 times going around the other. And what we're trying to stay clear of here is rocking the hips. So keep that right hand on your hip, or your left hand on your hip, whatever hip's not moving, and keep it still. Keeping it all the way up to the ceiling now. We're going to drop it over to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Then we switch hands. We drop it over to the other side. We look along the arm. We enjoy the stretch going along the side of the leg. Enjoyment maybe is the wrong word, because it is quite a strong stretch. And again, over to the side. Outwards, so adductors working and stretching, not working, stretching. And then across to the other side. Abductors stretching. All the lateral chain here of muscles. And then you're going to come back up to the centre. Put both feet in. Change legs. And then lengthen the other leg away. Hold on to that band quite tightly, and off I go with the other leg. 4 times one way, 4 times the other. You can either press your hand down on the floor or keep it on your hip. I've done 4 there. Got to make sure this hip does not rock and roll. 2 and 3 and 4. I'm going to hold it up there in that stretch. I'm going to lengthen that leg out to the side. I'm going to look over the opposite shoulder. Then I'm going to change sides. I'm going to lengthen my arm out and look along that arm. Making sure that other knee is not rocking over to the same way as the other leg. Make sure the knee stays facing up to the ceiling of the leg that's on the floor. And then back again to the side. Hand goes on my hip. And then over. Look along that arm. And then back to the centre. And let us put both feet in that band. Cross it over. Some strength work for your arms. We've got a great base here, so I've really wrapped the band around my hands quite high. And I'm literally going to pull the elbows down to the floor and slowly come back up. Pull the elbows down to the floor, slowly come back up. Now that's not too hard for me. Pretty okay. We're going to make it harder in a minute. 1 more. Pull the elbows down. Release it back up. Now squeeze those legs together as much as you can. Can you lower the legs down a little bit lower? Bring your head, neck and shoulders off. So we're in a nice position here. Feel the band pulling you forward, so it's opening out your shoulder blades. Do the same thing here. You've got bigger range. Pull the elbows in. Release them away. Still not really hard. 2 more times. Exhale, pull. Inhale in. Last one. Exhale, pull. Inhale in. Let the band take the legs all the way down. Or should I say, let the legs take the band all the way down. And then come up to sitting. 3rd time round, and this is going to be harder. Pull the elbows back. Release it forward and watch my hand position. Hands face each other as they come in. Slowly release back. Again, exhale. Bring the band in. Release it back. Last one. Exhale. Bring the band in. Release it back. Let the body come all the way forward. You're going to take the band off. You're going to double it up again. come all the way up. We've got the spinal twists again, but this time hands are here behind the head. The hands aren't, the band is. And your elbows are in a right angle position. I'm squeezing my legs together as much as I can. And if this is uncomfortable for you, please bend the knees. Or even go on your knees, kneel up. Alright, if you find it hard to keep your back in a nice straight position. We're going to twist around, just like we did before, but this is a little bit harder. We're exhaling as we twist, we're inhaling, we reset. We exhale as we twist. We inhale, reset. Think nice and tall here in the middle. Again, exhale, we twist. And come back to centre, tall. Try not to crumple down. Try not to round your back. Back to the centre all the way. And from here, can we now bring those elbows forwards and roll all the way back down in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You can notice my head is not going on the floor because I'm going to slowly slide those feet up and come into tabletop position. So relaxing those feet. Can we go a little bit up and a little bit down? And a little bit exhale. And a little bit inhale. 2 more. Exhale. So those arms holding onto the band are trying to help you lift up. The band is helping to support your neck. And release. Now this time we're not going back down. We're going to lift up. We're going to hold it there. We're going to extend one leg. Quite pacey now. Extend, extend, extend. Exhale, exhale. Keep lifted. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. This little series is quite challenging. We're going to come back. We're going to squeeze the legs together. We're going to take the band back behind you. We're going to take those legs forwards. We're going to come back to that original position. Again, exhale. Slowly back. If you find the extension of the legs hard, just do the arm extension like this. Okay? And back. We've got one more. Exhale away. Inhale in. Little pulses up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly down. You can tell by my voice. Whew, that was a little bit challenging. So right hand on right knee, left hand on left knee. And let's circle in the hips. And if you want another little bit of a stretch, put your feet on the edge of your mat, turn the palms to face the ceiling, and just drop the knees over to the left, drop the knees over to the right, and again, drop the knees over to the left, and the right. And back to the centre. So we can use that band again. It's coming back, long band again. And we're going to put it round your feet one more time. And we're going to go back to one of those exercises we had just now, with the elbows in, but a little bit more balance work. Okay, so you've got control. That's a really major principle of Pilates, control. So we were doing these pulls earlier, all right, so tuck those elbows in, push those legs away, and we're going to come up to a balance now in this position, your teaser position. Bring those elbows in as much as you can, and then can you roll through the spine? Now this is quite hard, rolling through and slowly back, but it's not hard for you lot. And again. Slowly down, chin comes into chest. lifting up. Can those legs come up a little bit higher? Can you balance here? And slowly back down. If you're finding that really hard, you can bend your knees, all right? Or even take the band off and just come up and hold it here if you want to, and just pull the band out if you're finding it hard to hold yourself here, all right? Third time, there's me not crossing my band over. We're going to come up, we're going to hold it there, but this time, can we take our arms out, just like we did at the beginning of class? We pull out, we release in. We pull out, we release in, or like this, out and in, whatever one you want to do. 4, last one, and 5, last one, and release all the way back down. Take the band away. And just hug your knees into your chest. Good. Okay, we're going to flip over onto your side and just come into this position here. This is just a lengthening stretch. So I want you to not sink down, lift away from your elbow, and then just take your arm up to the ceiling. You're going to look up at that arm. I'm really bending my knees. And I'm going to come all the way up, and as I do, my arm is going to go over and my leg is going to extend. Trying to touch the side wall with my right hand and my other wall with my right foot. And then we're going to come back the way I came. Arm goes back up to the ceiling. And then the arm's going to thread through and just give myself a little bit of a rotation here. Elbow goes on the floor, and when we go again, arm goes up to the ceiling, reaching it over. As I go over, I lift my hips, and I come into that table position. Going back the way I came, arm comes up, and then I'm going to thread through. That's a lovely thoracic stretch here. And then my hand is going to go behind my head, and I'm going to lift up my knee, but nothing else is going to move. I'm going to drop my knee to knee, toe to toe, knee to knee, toe to toe, and 3, and up, and 4. Get that rotation in the hip joint, and 5, and 6, and 7, last one, and 8. Hold it there, pushing that knee back, and then release down. You're going to push yourself all the way up, split stance your knees, and just twist around that and hold on to that shin. From that position, you're going to twist this way, and you're just going to do a little press up. Get a bit of movement into your spine. Down and round. 2 more. Down. The leg comes off behind you. 1 more. Down and round. And from here, try not to touch the floor. We're going to go round to the other side. Don't touch the floor now. On the other side, because we're going to come around there. So bending the knees. Exactly the same as this side, so no slumping down, lifting from your underside here, your obliques. So lifting the arm up to the ceiling. As we come up, the arm goes over, the leg goes out. Touch that wall, touch both sides, you're lengthening fingers to heel. And then all the way back down. And thread that arm through. Can you get that elbow on the floor? And then again, take that arm up to the ceiling. All the way up as you go over. Lengthen that leg all the way. And then exhale through. then coming back to the centre, this hand now goes behind your ear or your forehead, wherever. You bring up your knee up and you imagine you're going up against a wall, nothing else moving. Knee to knee, toe to toe. Knee to knee, toe to toe. And 3. Keep lifted on that opposite shoulder and hand. Keep pushing on this side. And 4. And 3. Great rotation in those hips. 2. Last 1. Now hold it there. Hold, 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 hold. And then release. We split stance those legs. We twist and we hold on to the opposite shin. Ready for your little press-ups. So we twist. We lift the back leg. We come back. We twist. Lift the left leg. And back. 2 more. Twist. Lift the back leg. And back. Last 1. We twist. Lift the back leg. And then without putting your hands on the floor, coming back and just give yourself a little bit of a hug. We're now changing position. We're now going to go on all fours. Here. Nice 4-point kneeling position here, and let everything just go, okay? Slightly arch the back and then push into the hands and round the spine. And again, arching the back. And exhale, round the spine. You keep going. I've just got to do a bit of a hair adjustment. That's better. Rounding. Last one. Exhale. And then come back to that position in the middle. So you're like a table here. Curl the toes underneath and just hover those knees off the floor. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop the knees back down. Can you walk your hand right and left, forward 1 handprint, and then take your body weight over your hands. Straight arms, lift the knees just off the floor and hover. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. 1 more time, and hover, and from here we're going to lift that right foot up, drop it back down, hover that knee, lift that left foot up, nothing else moving, weight is over the hands, lift the right foot up, drop it back down, and lift the left foot up, drop it back down, hold it there, drop the knees down, toes together, into child's pose. So putting that forehead down towards the floor. Lovely lengthening stretch for your spine. And then we're still staying in this position, so your hands stay exactly where they are. You're now going to be lengthening even more, so just shift your knees back slightly, and your knees are together, all right? And then you're dropping your hips down in this nice lengthened position, and then from here, instead of bent knees, you've got nice straight legs. And we're going to take it forward over the hands, taking it back. Remember, you can keep your knees on the floor if you want to, all right? This is the alternative. And back. Let's do 4 more. Over onto the tiptoes. And back. And 3. And back. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Holding it there. Can you now bring the knees back down? And then thread that right arm through. Put your right ear on the floor. And then pop that other hand on top. The other hand is saying hello to it. Hold it there, really pushing down here. And if you want an extra stretch, you're going to take that arm up to the ceiling. Take it back down, push on that hand, come all the way back up. Take the other arm through. take that top hand, press it down on the other arm. And then take that arm up. This arm doesn't go up very high. I have an injury in my right side, so do what I can. And then coming back down, put my hand on the mat. Slowly come back to get my band, because my band now is going to go behind me here, all right? Got to get myself to lying down somehow, but my band is all ready. I'm going to wrap the band around my hands. Actually, I'm not. I'm just going to hold it a little bit narrower, okay? Because it'll take too long. So my nose is just hovering the mat. My feet are relaxed in. And can you put your toes facing inwards slightly, all right? A little bit pigeon-toed, because it takes the load off your hips and your thighs. We're going to lift the arms back behind you, holding it there. Lengthen that band away. We're going to lift the upper body. Now then, if you have a really bad back, you might not be able to get very, very high. So I'd rather you take the length of the arms up as opposed to lifting your upper body up really high, okay? You choose whatever is best for you. So we're lifting both and we're releasing back down. Again, lifting both and releasing back down. 2 more. Exhale. And back. 1 more. Exhale. And back down. Tighten the band just a little bit and just pull the band out. And then can you lengthen those legs and lift the thighs off the floor? Push that band back and start flutter kicking those legs. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it all down. Take that band away, just pop it to the side, just come up onto your elbows and hands and just enjoy this openness of the chest. And maybe look over your left shoulder, bit of mobility for the neck, and look over your right shoulder. And then curling the toes underneath, coming up into your plank, full plank now. If you want to, you can put your knees down. We're going to hold it there for 8, 7, 6, keep breathing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the knees down if you need to, or just come up into your extended plank. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. And twist 3. And twist 4. And you can do it like this if you want to, a little bit harder, but you can put the other knee on the floor if you want to. And 6. That was 7. And 8, holding it there, and then drop yourself back down. God, it's feeling good. Right, coming back to centre now. We're going to take that band forwards, hips are going to stay forwards, and take that lengthened band up to the ceiling. So you can see it's quite a long band, and I'm going to pull down on my side here. I'm going to look down to the mat and then bring it all the way back up. I'm going to pull down on the other side, look down at the mat and back up to the centre. One more time, keep those shoulders down, pull it down, all the way back up. One more time, pull the band down. Try not to take the band forward, keep it over. And slowly back up, a little bit of balance work. You're going to turn to face the long way of weight part of your mat, and take your right foot forward. And as you take your right foot forward, bend into the knee and stretch out your hips. We're going to pull the band out and in, and out and in. 2 more, and out and in. 1 more. Exhale and in. Curl the other foot underneath and lift up into that lunge. And can you imagine there's somebody in front of you and you're going to give that person that band. Drop that knee down and just stretch out your hamstring, flexing the foot. And then it's easy to change sides because we will just swivel to the other side. This time double your band up. Lean forwards, just like we just did, holding it there, and then take your band all the way up to the ceiling, take your band all the way down. Bit of shoulder mobility, and all the way down. We've got 2 more. Exhale, really push into that foot that's on the floor and try and sink into your hip. 1 more. And then you're going to curl your toes underneath, going to lift up and hold it there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it back down and into your hamstring stretch. Pull the toes up. And then coming back to how we started, just see how this is feeling. We're not going to do all the arm work with the band, so the band can just go down. Hands behind the thighs. Roll all the way down. See how that is feeling now. Should feel much easier. Maybe stretch the legs away. And then can you roll all the way up. If you need to help yourself, just put your elbow to your side. How does this feel now? Coming forwards. And then slowly all the way up and release. And you're done, everybody. Thank you for joining me.